Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Today is day 71 of the 90-day Leadership and Duplication Challenge. And today we are going to talk about specifically project hacks. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people are always asking me, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? And, I'm a creative person. I have to mix it up all the time. But for some reason, when I put a project in front of me, so for example, I put an event together, the event in itself has many different tasks to do inside it to have a successful event, but for some reason, I'm able to really zero in and have a successful event. Like I'm able to think of all the different things to plan for making that event happen. So you have the three areas of that. You've got the begin, middle, and end, right? And so we have the invitations, and you have to actually start at the end, right? So when you go back and think about how many people you want to have, well, what is the results you want? So if you're looking to rank up and you need to enroll 20 people on your team, you want to have this to be a big event, um, and maybe the downline is just kind of stuck and they're not sure what to do, well, come up with something really fun. Like I know, for example, I have a group of people who are teachers. And so maybe you can do an event only for teachers and do a theme all around teachers. And you give this information to your downline saying, we're going to have a teachers event. And and just because the teachers event, the teachers will go, oh, this is exciting. I'm going to invite my other teachers friends. And that's going to help really create a lot more of a momentum conversation around having a specific themed event around a specific like profession or something like that. And you could do a lot of fun things. You can give them tips on maybe different age kids, like maybe making Play-Doh infused with essential oils. You can do classes on how to keep focused, how to keep anxiety, how to help raise the level of the grades of the students, or whatever those things. Get creative, but that is something where you can actually start to really get your meat into something and get some energy and traction around it. Okay. Um, so that is why we like to have themed events and is to be able to really get your downline activated and going and really wrapped around something that's going to be fun. And I've been also working on a video that's going to be really a deep dive into the compensation plan and how to invest in your downline into helping raise them up. And so keep an eye out for that because this really kind of ties into this conversation when you're looking at your downline, or maybe you don't have a downline right now. But if you're going to be looking at how do you want to engage and get people on your team and get them engaged into the all aspects. And so when you're thinking about the inviting, sometimes you need like testimonies. Those testimonials really do help, but maybe you don't have any right now. So when you start doing these classes, you want to capture testimonies. You want to capture, maybe look at your upline and see if they know people who can come and spearhead some testimonial section of the class. And that, when you're talking about stories and really creating this whole aspect around a themed event, is really powerful. So, for example, you know, um, when you're trying to bring in more people in a funnel, so if you want to do a, everybody wants to rank up, but let's say if you want to get 100 people in that funnel, and what I mean by funnel is capturing people, getting them involved in a conversation, inviting them to an event, having them have the energy at the event. After the event, you got all these people to follow up and the enrollments and stuff, right? That's called a funnel, and you're collecting and capturing databases. Your business is all about data, who you know, who you're inviting, who's enrolling, who's on your team. All of that is data. And so you want to really get as many people in that funnel to have that engagement happen, right? All businesses is conversations. And so the more people you have, the more conversations you have, the more excitement you can create, the more energy around everything. It's so important. And this kind of energy really elevates your downline too. So maybe you want to look at the whole year and think about what themed events, like when's Secretary's Day, or maybe when's Nurses Day or Doctor's Day, or First Responders Day, whatever it is, come up with a themed event. Even you can even do something outside of doTERRA. Maybe it doesn't have to be doTERRA themed. It could be, let's go pick up trash at the park day. Like everybody grabs some trash bags and goes around, and you're going to do it at 10 o'clock, and you're going to go around and you're going to do a community engagement. See, again, this is all about excuse me, businesses conversation. So it's all about creating conversation and having people see and feel the good stuff that's going on with doTERRA. And so, gosh, there's so many different things you can do and wrap around that, but this is really all about project hacks. So creating a project and having as many projects as you have as you can. So the question was asked, well, Becky, what kind of projects are you working on right now? Well, I'm doing the Youth Resource Center, which is a nonprofit. I'm helping figure out activities and engagements going on with that. I'm teaching a essential oil class. I'll be doing that actually tonight. I'm doing a Reclaim Your Health class. I'm doing a trade show event coming up for Red Barn Market. There's two of them actually. And so I'm making product. I'm doing videos while I'm making products so I can share that with people. And, there's so much going on that you can do to keep that conversation going. So I hope that you can see that and think about what your team could really wrap around right now. We've got in India, we have the Rise to Foundership, we have the Sri Lanka incentive trip. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. We have the 100 enrollment last month to 100 enrollment LRP this month for a free backpack. We've got the um, Diwali kit. There's so many incentives going on in India right now that it's just all, and it all overlaps. Like those incentives overlap. So it's really pretty powerful to have a lot of that going on. You can't help but not, I mean, you're going to win for my India friends, right? And here in the United States, we have a BOGO that just was announced. So the BOGO is really powerful to buy one, get one free, get that energy, get that conversation. What are you going to do with those oils? How do they work? How do they support your body? All these things you can do videos around, keeping more conversation, having phone calls, talking to people. And it's all a structure to get your downline, get yourself engaged and moving. So lots of power around it, you guys. And then when you do that, when you get that event or that project or program that you've got going on, when it's complete, review it. How did it go? What do you want to do next time? What do people say? Oh, we need to do a class on that. All that kind of stuff is super important. And so I'm just thinking out loud right now too. It's like when you do that class, do you have handouts for the next class? It's like, what's next? What's next? What is that conversation going on? What's happening? So really powerful, you guys. Hope this was helpful for you. I'd like to hear a thumbs up from you on the chat that I know that you've actually watched the video. And I want to hear your thoughts. This is an engagement tool. Your voice matters. So let's hear your thoughts about this. What kind of classes do you think or themes that you would like to do? And let's wrap our heads around it. Okay, you guys, we'll talk to you soon.